On the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, or probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
Boston Scott, his first carry. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Here's Scott. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. On the carry, this is Scott. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Now Murray. Open man here is Scott, complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 18.
They go with the empty set there. 5 receivers in the formation. Normally, you want to have a running back in to block, but in this case, he's lined up to the right, and he ends up getting the football. A lot of confusion caused defensively, and it turns into a big play.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Play action. Now it's Murray. Caught by the tight end Ertz. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. That ball complete to Isabella. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, he'll have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Murray going to throw. Got an open man. It's Scott. That catch good for only a couple.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnosed perfectly there.
And the next-gen stats are going to tell the story, and wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks.
Now a give right side. It's Scott, and he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Boston Scott, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
McCann's got it teed up.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now a play fake here on first down.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. And, Charles, for this defense, they're a confident bunch. Some may say maybe too confident at times. How do you think that they approach a game like this when they're taking on a team that's lost 4 straight?
Well, if they're anything like their head coach, you know they're relying on that confidence. You and I both were sort of surprised at his weekly press conference when he was asked about this being a trap game. And he's almost boasting that he didn't see anything to worry about. That surprised both of us in a big way because we know that could be a dangerous tactic because I can guarantee you the guys on the other side, they heard that, and they're looking for anything to galvanize them.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And this play a lot like the previous one, thanks to that stout Cardinal defense. Back-to-back, they've been tackled behind the line. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
They'll set up a throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Miller. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. A gain of 4, not enough. And it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents. I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. They got to get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Shotgun handoff to Samuels. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Here's Murray. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Devin White able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Loss of a yard. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
After the sack on first down, Murray. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
On play action, it's Murray. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass.
2nd and 10.
Play fake. Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And it's now 14-0.
McCann's got it teed up.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it.
Matt gets hit, and the ball is free.
And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a...
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Let's make
2nd and 4. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Let's go. 49's the Mike. He's scared. 49's the Mike. 49's the Mike. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
They'll set up to throw.
He'll let one go deep for Howard.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play there on the catch and run.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now Scott.
Scott with a 1st down and then some.
And down to the 27-yard line.
Sean Murphy maintaining the tackle. A gain of 14. 1st down, Arizona.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Number 14. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 19-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Scott. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They'll hand it off now to Samuels. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Well, lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run with Scott. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Murray now. And they try to set up the screen, but that almost disaster as it falls incomplete. Very nearly a turnover, but it's 4th down. And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. McCann's kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. There's Evans again, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
49, 49 to Mike, 49 to Mike. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know. Mike, Mike. 49, guys. Mike, 49.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
He's checking. Crash. 49 to Mike. Come on, D. 49.
They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And a short gain down to about the 33. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
He's checking crab. Check it back. 52.
They'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Murray. And he's going to have the hook up to Scott. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On first down, it's Samuels. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Two running plays, each lose a yard. They'll need to do much better now on 3rd and 12. Murray now to throw. Ertz has it left side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. Back deep, D.D. Westbrook. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
He'll fire one deep for Westbrook. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
And the Cards will take over here just shy of the 30. And, Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 30-yard line.
Come on, QB, come on. Mark check 33.
Now Murray. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
So the PI decline, and that'll give him a fresh set of downs.
And when you scout tight ends, one thing you want to know, just how strong they are. And we saw it in evidence there. He was able to fight through all the contact and still secure the football.
Murray now on first down. Gets this to his running back. That's Jalen Samuels. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On second and very short, Murray. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Dwayne Smoot. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Here's Murray. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Murray now on first down. He's got it to Hilton. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. That's going to be caught. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Big Ace. 45.
Throwing now is Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Stephon Sullivan in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals would extend their lead here just before halftime. McCann now for the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Cardinals 24. Buccaneers nothing. Tucker McCann set to kick off.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Here's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
How about this starting field position? 1st and goal from 2 yards out. After the turnover, here's Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Boston Scott with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
McCann for the point after.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Cardinals 31, Buccaneers nothing. Tucker McCann set to kick off.
McCann's got it teed up. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
49 to Mike. 49 to Mike. Watch twist.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
49 to Mike.
He'll look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. Now Howard stripped. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. On the handoff, it's Mack. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, right at the 15-yard line here. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? Who? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
by
the time we have to leave the booth.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Yeah. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. At 25.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal.
49, guys. Mike.
On play action, they'll throw. He'll buy some time right. And this is going to be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cardinals are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. So deep trouble here, backed up to their own 1-yard line for second and long. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. Well, I've heard you say that so much of being a great inside linebacker is diagnosis. And that time he diagnosed things instantly, made a beeline for the football.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. They'll run on first down. Mack. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
2nd and 4.
49.
They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
56 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
It's our time, guys. It's our time. At 25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike. Watch QB drop. Black shot. Watch QB drop. At 25 to Mike.
Now a draw play. This is Jones. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy.
And the Cards are going to have it here just past the 25.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there, and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On the handoff, it's Samuels. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Able to find Isabella. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And he gets it down to the 32. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Samuels. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brent, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
It's our time. Check 4.
This is Samuels. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On first down, Samuels. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Watch the out. 45, Mike, 45.
Now a give, right side. Scott, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
Mike, check 33.
They go again with Scott. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. McCann's kick up and good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run with Samuels. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 52 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. Go for it. Mike, check 33. Hey. You don't want it. Pick up the ball.
On 3rd down, Scott. He's going to be very close to a first down. Good running, but looks like he's a yard short. He's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. J.J. Watt make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17.
Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared. Green. Mike's 49. Mike's 49. Oh, here we go. Ready, go.
He'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 36. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2.
At the 26-yard line.
Switch. We got double up.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
Mike, check 33. 33. Let's go.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down.
Defense, let's go. Mike, check 33. 33. Exit.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Arizona, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they'll head back home next week to take